Today I'm going to be working above the commode area in the bathroom. I've been working on this area for a little bit now, and I'm just doing this project today. So I wanted to create some lighting and something other than shelves, and I'm going to show you what I came up with and how I did it. So I have some Dollar Tree foam boards. I don't throw away anything. So you see this edged, how it's rickety, scrappy. Well, it's because I use it for another project. And then I have these three little pieces, thinner pieces, that I'm going to tape together to make the larger piece. Again, I don't waste anything. I'm just going to tape them together. So that's what I'm using today on that. And then I have some contact paper from the Dollar Tree. Pick any one you like, whatever style you like, what you're doing in your space. And I have some bling here. Not sure if I'm going to use it. And I have ribbon and other things. So I'm just looking at what I have on hand and see what might look nice once I get toward the end of my project. I've not made this before, so I'm just going to see how I like it and how it comes out. And I'm going to use this adhesive tape from Dollar Tree. This is really strong adhesive tape. I prefer that one over most. And I'm going to use this motion lights from the Dollar Tree. They're $5 at the Dollar Tree. So, and it comes with a remote control. You turn it on and off or just have it set for motion lights. And then I have some leftover foam, pool noodles. And I'm just going to cut as I need, whatever pieces I need for the foam of the pool noodle. So first what I want to do is measure out the space. So the space that I'm covering is about 22 inches wide that I need it to be, and it's 6 inches long. So the width and the depth. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it out and get ready to cover it with the contact paper once I get everything cut out and contact paper and everything else. So I have a 22 inch. I actually measured within the towel bar area. I don't know why there's a towel bar over the commode, but there is. Okay. And I'm just going to leave it there and just work around it. And I use the towel bar as a toilet paper holder anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cut out. And this will be my first piece that we're going to use, that we're going to have to cover. So we're going to do 2 of those. I could do 3, and I might do 3 later on. I might add 1. I'm not sure yet. So like I said, I'm going to take these scraps, clean it up a little bit with my knife, just to clean it up a little. Because when I cut the foam board, I don't cut everything perfectly nice and clean. I've seen people do it really nice and clean, do circles, or I don't know how they do what they do. Maybe it takes a little more practice to do that. But I'm just cleaning it up a little bit so that I can go ahead and put them together. Now, since we're covering it with contact paper, I was pretty sure that once I tape it and on both sides, that it really wouldn't make a difference, that you won't see any lines or you won't see it when it's up on the wall. So this is my first time doing this. So we'll see what it looks like in the end. And if you notice anything or any lines or what have you, once the paper is on and it's on the wall. So this project really shouldn't take that long to do. Once you measure everything, cut your foam board out. Now, because I'm putting these strips together, it's taking a little bit longer, but you would generally just cut the size you need. But again, I'm being thrifty, as always. But I knew I would need them at some point, and I actually did. So you want to go ahead and tape both sides, like I said, so it's not flimsy. Make sure it's secure. And go ahead and make sure you take that tape and rub it through, and so your tape is smooth as well. You don't want your tape to have any lumps or creases. Smooth it out as much as you can. And we're finishing up with that tape. This project, like I said, it really doesn't take a long time. Once you get your pieces cut out and you know all your measurements, it should really go pretty quickly. So that's all done. And we have our 2 boards ready to go. They're both 22 inches wide and 6 inches deep. Now I'm getting ready to go ahead and put the contact paper on. And you see how wrinkled the contact paper looks? It doesn't matter. You're just going to smooth it out and you won't even notice at the end of the day. Or you can use a fresh piece. I just used what I already had open. So we're going to get that covered, and you want to smooth it out as much as you can. Get it in the right place and smooth it as much as you possibly can, so it's just really nice and even, and you won't see any ruffled marks or any kind of wrinkles or anything like that. So just take a little time, get it smoothed out, turn it over and fold everything over. And get everything nice and cleaned up. So that's the first one, and we're going to do 2 of those. Our second one, of course, again, I use another piece of scrap of paper, and we're just going to do the same exact thing, get it all covered up nice and neat. And you have 2 foam boards covered for your space. Now, because we're creating a lighting area behind it, and I want to use a light, I wanted to do some depth, which is why I ended up using the pool noodles. But right now I'm checking out this ribbon that I have, the silver ribbon that I have. I piped my shower curtain with this silver ribbon. So I'm going to use this ribbon on the boards. I decided I like the ribbon. So once you want to go ahead and use it. And what I would do is, from just what I experimented with, hot glue. But you want to hot glue it on the other side. So I'm looking at if I want to do beads or not, or some bling on top of that. And I think I'm going to do some bling on top of it, but I think I'm going to do the gold bling instead of the silver. So you want to go ahead and cut out the piece you need. You want to have excess ribbon on both sides because you're going to fold it over so it's face down. And you want to put your hot glue there. Watch that hot glue gun. I literally burned the back of my hand with that glue gun. And you want to place the ribbon underneath there, like there, and just fold it right over onto your hot glue. Fold it right over onto that glue. And it's hot, so be really careful. So you notice the ribbon is underneath because you want to, I don't want to put any glue on the top area and lay it down because it's going to ruin the ribbon. So you have to just pull it tight. Put your glue, now we're going to put glue on the other side. And you want to make sure you pull your ribbon tight enough. You don't need a lot of glue, but you want to make sure your ribbon's going to stay. And go ahead and pull that ribbon real tight after you get this glue on here so that it's going to fold right over and lay real nice on the other side. You don't want it loose. So take your time and make sure it's tight. Lay it down. And when you turn it over, it should be nice and smooth. And that's what you're looking for. So you just want to pull it real tight. And you're going to repeat on that one and, of course, the other one as well. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the gold bling that I have on here. I did it's a 2-strand gold bling that I'm going to lay right on top. Now I have this it's a craft, like a tape, and it's just on this little looks like a tape ring or something, and you just go ahead and run it down there, and you're actually applying the adhesive. So it's not glue, it's more like tape, sticky tape. You want to go ahead and put that on there, roll that on there. You can find that in the craft section at Dollar Tree. And now that's going to stay right on there without using glue. Because if you use glue, you're going to ruin your ribbon. I guarantee you. You're going to get glue on your ribbon and you don't want to see it. Your ribbon can't take the glue. So use the craft adhesive. It's double-sided. So even if you use a double-sided tape, a clear double-sided tape, that would be fine. So that's how you apply your bling to the ribbon. And of course, we're going to do that on both sides. Now this one we didn't have to fold over. You're just doing it from end to end. And you want to make sure you have enough double-sided tape on both ends, all the way through. And just for a little extra security, I bring it around to the other side where I got started, and I add a little bit more to make sure that there's enough double-sided tape on that side as well. So we're going to put that on there. And we're taking our time doing a nice project today. So once we get that on there, smooth it out, even nice and even. And you know, this is not something that, I mean, of course it could come off, but it's just going on the wall. There's no reason. I will let you know how everything lasted. As long as everything stays nicely, I'll let you know. I'll give you an update on that. And then I've got to do the second piece, and that piece is done. So now both of those pieces are done. And what we're going to do now is use our motion lights. So here we are with our motion lights now. I love these motion lights. I have them throughout the house, like everywhere. In the closets, in the cabinets, in the pantry, because I don't have to turn on the light. I literally just open doors and lights come on. It's the best. So we're going to go ahead and tape this down with some adhesive tape that from the Dollar Tree. And this tape is really good for something you want to stay a long time. If you want something that's going to last, this is what you will use. So you want to go ahead and put this on here, and you're going to tape it to your board. Once you take that little piece off, tape that to your board right in the center. And you're going to do that on both boards. Get that done. Let's see here. Get that fitted. It really doesn't matter which way it goes on, as long as it's flat and the light is facing you. Do not tape it with the light facing down. So that's taped on. Now we're going to go ahead and cut our pool noodles. Now what we're using these for is to give it some depth. So we're going to cut off what we need to give the depth, and so the light can shine through. You would need it anyway, unless you're just putting the tape onto your light and then taping it to the wall, but this is going to be the best way to do it. Go ahead and cut the pool noodles. You need 4 pieces. Now, what I did was use hot glue for the pool noodles. You know, I think I would think of something later for that, because the pool noodles and hot glue the hot glue melts the pool noodle. It really does. It starts to melt it away. So unless you're moving pretty quickly and it's actually adhering quicker than it's melting the pool noodle, it could be a small disaster. So I'll think of something later to use for that. But in the meantime, you can go ahead and use the hot glue because you want it quick. Now, if you use something like a craft glue and you have time, put craft glue on there, let it sit, and then the next day it'll be just fine. I'm a little anxious and I want to get it up and on the wall, so my patience is not there. So I'm using the hot glue, holding it in place until it sets, and getting it up on the wall. So all pieces are done. And now we're going to put some of that adhesive tape onto your pool noodle, because that's what's going to stick to the wall. Put adhesive tape strips on your pool noodles. And that's how you turn your light on and off right there. And you turn your lights on, and go ahead and use your remote control for that. And here's how it looks. I like it a lot. It's right over the commode. I put my flowers there. I already had them there. I went and freshened up my vase a little bit that it's in. Spray painted it silver. It's a fresh coat of paint on there. And you can see the bling, but it's not overdone. And that's how it looks with the lights on. So when you go over to that area, it's kind of hidden. It's recessed. So you'll have light when you go over that side. I think it looks great. I think it came out really, really nice. I'm considering adding one more piece at the bottom and maybe having it 3. I'll see. But what do you think? I would put the remote control either on the wall. You can kind of put it right where you can access it easily, or just put it right there on top of the toilet tray, wherever you want to put it. I think it looks great though. Either way, it's a good alternative to shelves. What do you think? See you next time.